Hey, what's going on, guys? Just here, and I've played quite a bit of games. Some of them I like, some of them I don't like, and some of them I just don't really care too much to remember. Regardless, point is, I've played quite a bit of games, and pretty much topic for today's video is just talking about games that I've played in the past, but I don't really have any incentives to revisit. So pretty much, what games had to qualify for this? I have to have played them originally, and that's kind of the big one. And there, that's be games that I've enjoyed. So like games that I have not enjoyed. I'm actually trying to think of one off the top of my head. Um, I guess it's just one. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. That is a game I did not really enjoy playing. So yeah, that's why it's on this list. But no, this is more of a list of games that I have enjoyed playing, but I really don't have any incentive to go visit, whenever that be for like one reason or another. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop, I guess, stalling and just get right onto the list. So the game I'm starting this list off is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That was released on Nintendo Switch 3 years ago, if I'm correct, 2022. If I'm wrong, correct me. But yeah, I played this game 2 years ago, and I did quite enjoy the game. I actually did quite a bit of it. I almost collected all of the DDs, I think is what they're called, and I actually have done like quite a bit in the game. But the reason why I haven't really gone back to play it, or I guess 100% it, is kind of just because I never grew up playing Kirby. My childhood pretty much consists of Pokemon and Mario, so and whatever like kid games my parents got for me and my brothers. So I never really grew up with Kirby. Now, I do have a lot of respect for the franchise, especially with how many solid 2D platformers Kirby has. This is the only one I've played, so I really can't speak too much about like how good the other games are. And like huge respects for this being like Kirby's first 3D game, because I think up to that point Kirby had just mostly been like 2D platformers with like some hints of like 3D stuff. But I really don't have like a connection to the Kirby series as like other people might have. So even though I do think it's good, I don't really have any reasons to like go back and play the game. So that's kind of why it's making the list really. So if you like the game, enjoy liking it. It's just that I don't really have any reason to go back to it because I don't have an attachment to the series. If you're a fan of GTA 5, then you probably got a good idea as to what I'm going to say. Because, this game's been out for like, what, over 11 years? Now, don't get me wrong, GTA 5 is still a fantastic game. There's still quite a bit of stuff to do in that game, but I've been playing that since 2014. I've been in like literally every nook and cranny that the game has. I've owned almost every property across like multiple accounts, and I'm just tired of San Andreas. Now, for the record, I have mostly played the online mode for most of the game's lifetime, as everyone else has. But I have done the story mode quite a bit. Actually, 100% the story mode a couple of times. But again, I've done I've been playing this game since like 2014, and I've done everything that I wanted to do, and have everything that I wanted to do, especially in the online mode. There's only so many times you can play the same mission. I'm just kind of ready for like something new that isn't like less DLC. I know a lot of people have been saying like the Oscar Guzman. I don't remember what the DLC was, or update, I guess. Like Oscar Guzman flies again, something along those lines. Like the last content drop that he had earlier this month. But there's like a few reasons as to why I really haven't like jumped back on the game. But well, two things. One, I'm playing on Xbox One, so I have to have like Xbox Gold. Or, I'm sorry, Game Pass Core as it's called now for some odd reason. And two, I kind of just have everything that I want in that game, so I really don't see like any reason for me to like jump back on it. Look, I am excited for GTA 6. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping like they're taking their time with the game to make sure it's like absolutely amazing. And I am looking forward to like all the new stuff that game's gonna bring. But if they're just gonna keep like throwing crap into like GTA 5, I'm just not gonna play the game really. I'm just gonna hold out and wait for GTA 6 really. And I guess since we were talking about Rockstar games, I kind of do want to throw in Red Dead Redemption 2, but not as much as like the games on this list really. I guess it'd be kind of more of an honorable mention because while I was kind of a year late with GTA 5, I was only a month late with Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe not even a month late, maybe like 3 weeks. But the reason why I'm not really considering Red Dead Redemption 2 on this list is because I can still jump in that game and just like get lost for hours. But again, I've like played the game so much similar to GTA 5 and have like done I pretty much like played the game in like my own way like multiple times. It would be nice to like try like diverse like my playing style a bit. But it's still a game that I really do enjoy playing, just like getting in there, just like roaming around. So that's kind of why I'm kind of throwing this in as an honorable mention, but don't get me wrong, this is still a great game. I love it so much. All right, here's two games that I think is gonna shock a lot of people: Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Now, before you like start throwing anything at me, I have so much respect for both of these games. I think they're both are. I think they both have amazing gameplay. There's so much to do in both of them. But that's the thing. I've done almost everything there's to do in those. Now, I'm not even joking. I've done every shrine quest, side quest, probably used every weapon combination, and probably gotten like 95% of the obtainable outfits, especially in Tears of the Kingdom. But especially in like Tears of the Kingdom. I have literally like again all the shrines. I think I've done all the side quests. I don't remember off the top of my head. I've explored literally all the depths. Like I've literally done every life route. I've pretty much faced like every like main type boss. So like King Gleox, normal Gleox, High Noxes, the giant frog things in the depths. I've pretty much like beaten every type of boss and like pretty much explored almost everything those games have to offer. I'm probably missing like a couple, like dozen wells and caves, but those are like very minor things that I don't want to like spend my time to like go in there and like do them. So that's kind of why I'm throwing both these games on the list. Again, amazing games, but I have no intentions on revisiting these games anytime soon. I think the game I've put the most amount of time in, like I guess on my time on Earth, is probably Minecraft. I have done so much in that game, like well, mostly by myself, but it's also a game that I very like have I look back on as like playing that game with my brothers, and we're all just like having like a great time. But the problem that I have with the game is kind of simple. I've played it way too much, so much to the point where I feel like whenever I do get on, like literally with the gameplay you're watching right now, I kind of feel like I was on autopilot. And then in like the last 4 or 5 years since I got the Xbox One version game, I haven't really been like consistent with playing that game as I used to growing up. Now, as I said earlier, I used to play this game like growing up with my brothers, and we always do like stuff together, just like making worlds and doing whatever, like exploring like the world, building, I guess building bases, like making micro systems with them, making a village, like making a kind of a community of like the villagers. But I don't remember when it was. I think it was like after like middle school, somewhere around there. I just kind of started playing by myself since both my brothers weren't really interested in the game anymore. And sometime during my sophomore year, I kind of just stopped playing it. And the reason why I was kind of like playing less and less to the point where I just kind of stopped playing it was because I was on the Legacy Edition, and I was on the Xbox 360 version of the game. And I think it was 2017 actually that they had their last update for the 360 and PS3 with the Aquatic update. I actually still have the disc version I got over a decade ago as a birthday present. Now we actually did have the game digitally, but my younger brother decided to delete it so he could download a Batman Arkham demo, and this is the time where we didn't realize like how we could like re-download games that were deleted, and if we did, we just it was on my brother's account, which had so many problems. But when I bought the game for my Xbox One back in 2021, I logged in and I jumped in creative mode. And when I opened up the menu, I kind of just went, what the hell did they add? So I was kind of like put off guard, like all the new additions and changes they like added and made. Which while I do like some of them, I wasn't a fan of a lot of the changes that they implemented slash added. Mostly because I was so used to like how Legacy did it, and also only Bedrock's available on Xbox. So yeah. But yeah, getting gameplay for this game was actually the first time I touched this game since like August, and I don't even remember the last time I played it before then. Now I feel like the only way I would get back into like playing this game again would be like with friends, because I feel like that'd be like a new way for me to like bring back like something that I had with my brothers like a while back. But considering how my interactions with other people go, which is bad, I doubt that'll happen. Now, the moment you're all been waiting for, the game that I've been saving best for last, the game that I literally cannot go back to play anymore, even though I like it so much. Yeah, that's all I'm going to play for that game in all honesty. Okay, look, I honestly do believe New Horizons is one of the Switch's best games. Probably a top 10 alongside Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, if you ask me. The problem I have with New Horizons is the gameplay loop you get stuck in after you play it for so long. Because after the 5-star island, I didn't really feel like there was a lot to do after that for me. And this was like before I bought the Happy Home Paradise DLC. Because I didn't really want to spend like, what was it, $25 at the time? So I kind of just went, I'm just gonna stop. Now I'm aware that there is definitely some stuff that I probably could have done to like keep the game interested. Probably could like select through all the villagers and got all the photos. Maybe get Ivory Gyro or whatever, however they're pronounced. I actually probably almost did that. And unlock every crafting recipe. But do you really think I'm gonna find enjoyment in doing that? Do you, pal? No, I did end up buying the Happy Home Paradise DLC about 2 years ago, and that did get me back into the game a little bit, at least for a while, till I got stuck in that gameplay loop of talk to a villager on the island, pick an island or a plot of land, decorate the island and home interior, and just keep on repeating that with like some slight variation. I got bored really quick when I realized the gameplay loop. Now, I'm not saying like this like New Horizons is a bad game or anything, even though I've already said that I think this is probably one of the top 10 best games on the Switch. But this is a game I have put the most amount of time on my Switch, something like 400 plus hours. I'm not making that up. But other than booting the game up, just to, like get that intro sequence, I don't even remember when I played it last. I have played that game like since June of 2020. So even though like I've been playing Minecraft and GTA for longer, I think out of all the games that I've like played that I've talked about on this list, Animal Crossing is probably the game that has the most. I like it, but I really don't have any reason to play it. But yeah, that's kind of just like my collection of all the games I've played. A lot of them are on Switch, interestingly enough, so that's interesting. But yeah, if you have a game that you really like to play or liked playing but don't really have a reason to go back to, leave in the comment section down below. I'm actually quite curious. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching this video and listening. Leave a like if you want, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.